is Jazakallah. Jazakallah. Brother's correcting me. Why are you correcting me? Jazakallah. I left something out, didn't I? I said, may Allah increase you. In what? I didn't say. Jazakallah. What if somebody said Jazakallah, didn't finish it, and then he goes over here and he said adab. Punishment. Oh my God! I hope you, A'udhu Billah. When I hear somebody just say Jazakallah, I say finish it. I want to know what you said. Otherwise I'm going to say A'udhu Billah. Jazakallah khair. And if you want to say it, by the way, one of the hardest things for somebody like me to do is to put my own kids in a Muslim college studying Arabic language. You know why? It's real hard when your kids come up and correct you. I got this one just last week from my little darling that I watched her be born, and she's saying, no, Dad, you pronounced it wrong. No, Dad, it goes like this. And I'm looking at her like, Jazakallah. She said, Dad, it's Jazakallahu khairan, which means there's no limit on the end of it. It's infinity. And to a jama'ah, Jazakumallahu khairan. And that's from my own daughter. I just thought I'd pass that on. That's my dalil, by the way. How do I know if something's a good bid'ah? Well, most things which are bid'ah mean really something bad. Something bad. But there are some that are good, which we mentioned, and some that are needed, which we mentioned, some that are questionable, that we didn't really get into, and then there are some that are absolutely bad. But because we don't really have a lot of time, and I don't want to go through the list and upset anybody, I don't want to lose anybody out of here today. Go away and say, I'm not going over there. He said something. In our Tariqa, we do that. I don't want to hear that. Okay, I want to keep us all together. I do. So I'm just going to give you the rule, the same rule that came to me when I was a baby. I was a baby in Islam 13 years ago. I'm only 13 years old, by the way. Kind of a big beard we had for 13. But exactly how it came, the one who brought me to Islam, he said a statement that is so easy for somebody like me to understand. Just in general. How can I know? Because, by the way, some of the scholars, they're not real scholars. I don't want to use the word alim, because alim means he has knowledge of Islam. But some good people, good intention. Some people have some knowledge but don't understand what they got with it, okay? Used to say things like, automobile, haram, haram. Radio, bid'ah, haram, haram. Huh? Airplane, haram, haram, bid'ah, bid'ah. They did that, yes or no? Yeah. They look like fools today, don't they? But at the time they were, you see that little piece of metal with the wheels coming by? Haram, brother, haram, bid'ah. Microwave oven. I wonder what they would have done if you showed them a microwave oven. You could put your cat in there and... I'm just kidding. Oh, I forgot. Don't do that in India. Some of these people, that might have been one of the gods. Anyhow. Put my God in the microwave. Anyhow. Alhamdulillah. I was riding in a taxi today, and they had one of those little, I don't know what it is, sitting there on the thing. I said, what's that? He says, one of the gods. I said, this is your God? He said, yeah. I said, he's kind of moving around on the dashboard. You better give him a seatbelt. I shouldn't do that, because some people, you know, that would get all upset, but it just strikes me funny. The thing that my friend told me that really helped me to understand the beauty of this deen of Islam He said the general rule is in two parts. That anything that's in the dunya, which is regularly daily life, for you will be halal. This is not just about bidah, it's about halal and haram actually. But anything you want to do is halal. Because Allah said it in the Quran, on this day I've made all things good for you. Tayyibat. As long as you don't find anything in Islam which said this is haram, then you can do it. So if you're not sure about something, just check. Did Islam say, don't eat khanzir? Don't eat pork? Yeah. Okay, I can't eat it. Simple as that. But did it say anywhere that I can't touch a pig on the head? I don't want to touch a pig on the head. But did it say that? No, it didn't say that. So if you feel like you need to touch a pig's head, you're not going to go to hell for that, okay? Inshallah. They do stink though. I don't want to be close to them. But I'm just saying so we understand what's halal and haram. There is a big problem with that with some people. And what is a bid'ah? A bid'ah, for us, what we're worried about is something haram. If it was never done by the Prophet ﷺ, and it was never done or mentioned in Quran, then we're not supposed to do it. Isn't that true? Except when you come to this rule. This doesn't apply. They never had glasses like this, did they? Is this haram? Is this a bid'ah? No. Because at the time, you have to understand, the Prophet ﷺ used different things to drink out of. He used every conveyance of travel that they had. What kind of vehicle do you have? A camel? He rode the camel. Did he ride the donkey? Himar? Did he ride the horse? Hassan? Did he? Okay. So we can ride anything because he rode anything. Is there anything he said you can't ride on? Can you remember anything he said you don't ride? What? Travel the best way you can. Oh, there you go. You don't even have to listen to what I just said. That's better yet. Listen to Prophet ﷺ. What about food? The way we process food. Some people said literally the microwave might be wrong because they didn't have that back then, and maybe you're nuking the food, nuclear stuff. We don't know what's in there. You know. They got excited when the microwave came out. Even Christians. By the way, the Christians have the same problem we do sometimes. Something new comes out, haram, brother. Anyhow, what about television? That comes with something new every day, doesn't it? Even an old television gives you new stuff that you'd never heard of before. I remember, I'm old. I remember when anybody was gay, they were happy. Enough about that. I want to stay on my subject. I'm not good about that. I wander in my mind too much. But I want to go back to that one more time. So the rule is, if it's anything in this dunya, then you have to have an evidence in Islam for it to be wrong. Otherwise it's okay. That's one side. What's the other side? If it's ibadah, if it's worship, if it's a way to try to draw yourself closer to Allah with something organized that you can teach other people to do and you do and practice it together, then it's haram. Unless you can find an evidence for it from the Quran and the Sunnah. Two simple ways. The dunya over here is one thing, but ibadah is over here. This, invent a way. Go be Benjamin Franklin and have a good time. But don't do that over here. Because that's what other people did. The people of Ad and Thamud and the people that have gone by. We can name them out. Bottom line is they made the same mistake. They were given the message, La ilaha illallah, but when they invented something in ibadah, it began to take them away. Is it true the people of Nuh, alayhi salam, erected statues to look like the people who were the righteous people, the good